In April, we were hit with a lot of people coming to the hospital with symptoms of H1N1. It became really where people were panicking about getting proper supplies, how do they prepare for H1N1, how they need to stay well. And Bill really came into the community by offering the education and support that the community needed in order to decrease that panic level.
What typically happens with emergency planning is you plan, you train, you practice, you exercise, and nothing ever happens. In the fire service, that's what it's all about, is we do an awful lot of training, preparations, certifications, and once in a while you have a major emergency. Well, I viewed H1N1 as a major crisis because it was the first pandemic that we experienced in our country in a long time.
Bill Pretzer actually, during H1N1, went to all of the local long-term care facilities within the community and provided them with explanation of what pandemic was and educated all of them.
We got information from Cook County, we pushed it down to School District 207, and 207 then passed it down to the parents and the children, so it was a very efficient way of communicating to individuals. Part of those messages were also education about the H1N1 virus, the vaccine, infection control measures. So it was not only an information network, but also providing training as well as information that was the same for everybody.
The knowledge that Bill brings about emergency preparedness in H1N1 really sparks a fire under people for emergency preparedness.
People don't think it's going to happen to them. And then when you start talking to people in a classroom setting, you realize that they've had situations in their life that were either emergencies or disasters, or they know somebody. So one of our themes is always, it's not if it'll happen, when it'll happen. And that's how we train our classes, letting people know that it's just down the street or it's across the corner or it could happen tomorrow. And when you start bringing that realism to them with real life stories and examples, it kind of hits home.
He just always wants to provide the best leadership and doesn't even realize that he's a hero, but he does. He always is there for people.